let them get a first touch, but that's it. Right? Let them get a first touch, but you're being aggressive on that second touch. What we're doing is we're just giving the opponent so much space to where they have unattested control-based mechanics. And as you get to the higher levels of this game, which you are playing in that Grand Champ 2 SSL range, people aren't just going to throw the ball away. You have to force them to throw the ball away. All right. We got Slurpa. Grand Champ 2, typically SSL. We'll see what's going on. See if we can provide any pointers. If player decides to submit replays every week, this would be establishing a base. But I think right now the short-term focus is what are some quick fixes? Where my brain is. I would assume early season there are a decent amount of SSLs in the Grand Champ 2, Grand Champ 3, even Grand Champ 1. So we're just going to kind of let this play, see how we play. You know, what the overall decision-making play style looks like. What types of decisions do we make? Honestly, right off the bat, mechanics just look a little rigid, meaning like you're overthinking your mechanics, like you're over-controlling, like trying to control every ball. We're going to let this play. I'm going to see if we start pacing well. AKA diving, booming. I know you're playing pretty safe right now, but it's good. There we go. I'm looking for more of that. Because the vibe I get... There we go. Like, I like the past 30 seconds, like how it's back and forth, little chaotic. I know that's not, like, pretty gameplay, but that's kind of how higher level gameplay needs to be played. A bad habit for smart players, and based on the decisions you make, you're looking like a smart player, is over-controlling the ball. Trying to play perfect, trying to control the situation, and I want to see this pick up. It's getting better, but I might talk about like shots on net, boom and chase, demos. But this is picking up. It looks like we just had a slow start to the game. Like, I feel like we're so positionally careful, super controlled, but I'm fine with this. And you have the mechanics. Yeah, I mean, I just think we think too much. A little bit too much respect, a little too careful, a little too controlled, just a little. It's like what we're not as good at is cut rotation, ego challenges, demos, diving the ball. That's kind of our uncomfortable areas of gameplay. Like that. Like, I want more of this. So, like, you go, you boom, you dive, you steal boost, you score. And I know that dude dapped you up, but I think the root is the pacing. Like, you're playing at like a different pace as seen with this play. Like, everyone in this lobby is playing a certain pace and you're trying to like slow things down. And I just kind of want to like the pacing. Like, I know I tackled all that other stuff, but it's the overall pace of the game. I just think we're too fake heavy, too control heavy. So I'm going to start like thinking about kind of like application. Like, we just fake everything. We fake everything. You're way too smart. So either take that as a compliment or an insult, however you want to take that, but you're way too smart. You give the opponents way too much time on the ball. And like, I'm going to say it right now so I don't forget, something you could practice is egoing their first touch. Like, if you want to fake, if that's like a If you're a more careful, calculated player, let them get a first touch, but that's it. Right? Let them get a first touch, but you're being aggressive on that second touch. What we're doing is we're just giving the opponent so much space to where they have unattested control-based mechanics. And as you get to the higher levels of this game, which you are playing in that Grand Champ 2 SSL range, people aren't just going to throw the ball away. You have to force them to throw the ball away because players are resetting, double resetting, pancake doubles, crazy stuff, right? That's just the way the game has progressed over the past couple years. It used to be, fake everything, and this is still applicable in like champion ranks, diamond ranks, fake, and they'll give you the ball. But now that's not so much the case at the higher levels of the game. Yeah, that dude just reset into the corner, like that play did nothing, so like, in theory, you just proved me wrong. But in terms of what's going to prevent you of hanging in SSL and even pushing into higher SSL, maybe top 100, we need to get way more aggressive. See, like, that's what I mean. Unfort, for sure. Unfort. But, like, you see this play, your teammate forces, you get your control play, and it's like, oh, heck yeah. Let's control. Well, you're dunked because you got ding dong flying at you, right? That's just how the game is played. And what I'd rather see you do is boom it this way, get your boost, get your air dribble, or boom it over, hit it over backboard. Maybe player gets a bump, open net, or maybe you don't even score off this. What we're doing is controlling and faking every opportunity. Almost every. Like, probably like 90% threshold. And what we need to do, I always say this, but we can build on this. But, like, in short term, I don't know if this is one replay and done. You need to get comfortable in chaos. Because your kryptonite is playing against two ball chasers. That's your kryptonite. Like, you need to be comfortable ball chasing with ball chasers. So, a couple things, and that should be in the net. A couple things I'm thinking about that you could start training, and you are a good player, so, like, I don't need to go super specific with you, is more cut rotation, more ego challenges, more demos, more prejumps, right? These are all aggressive elements both on the ball and off the ball. And then what we need to stop doing, which this is just kind of like miscellaneous, is stop faking everything and stop controlling everything. You need to get comfortable with boom and chase. And what boom and chase is, right? If you ever watch pro play and the commentators will be like, oh, they're just in a ping pong, right? The pros are ping ponging. It's just back and forth. And sometimes commentators will say, there's not much going on the field right now. They're in a ping pong. And there's almost this negative sentiment attached to it. But what boom and chase does, and that's what the ping pong is, it's back and forth. You're slowly pulling players out of position. You're slowly getting boost control. You're slowly getting demos. Either a player makes a mistake from the pacing and boost management stresses, and you score off the mistake or control off the mistake. Or eventually someone leaves rotation to get boost and you get tons of space to control. So boom and chase is a way to get space. That is not just fake challenging and waiting for players to, get rid of the ball. So I want you to work on boom and chase cuts, pre-jumps, demos, ego challenges. Those are all the things we don't do as much. And if you want to start, I would say like this might be the best thing that you could kind of optimize current play style. If you're a fake heavy player, fake and then ego their first touch. Like, let them get one touch, two at tops, and then go. Like, work on that timing. What we're doing is fake into shadow, into goal line, and we wait for them to completely throw the ball away. But again, as you move up, you fake, they're double, triple flip resetting. I'm not kidding. Air dribbling, all the crazy stuff. And that's where I'd leave this replay. I'll keep showing a couple examples for you, but that's where I'd leave this. Because, like, as you can see, players are still throwing the ball away in this rank, but that is going to stop, okay? And I mean, I'll show more examples, but, like, we'll just use Matt as an example. So, like, he fakes, and then he lets you get one touch, one mechanic, and then he egos that touch. So, like, that's that one touch kind of situation. Very good. I would describe our play style as smart, calculated, patient. We play off mistakes. We control off mistakes. We just need to round it out. You could even throw ceiling challenges, which is what we're about to do. Another ego play. But even, like, think about it. So, like, a ceiling challenge is an ego play, but you just turned an ego play into a defensive play. Like, I know, like, it's kind of cheeky to hover off a ceiling challenge, but the whole point of a ceiling challenge, you have that flip, you leverage it to make more ego in your ego challenge. So, like, we still took an ego play and somehow turned it into a defensive play. Like, we don't cut, we don't pre-jump, rarely ceiling challenge, play super patient. That's a nice little boom and chase play. Nice try. Good. Good. I like this. I want more of this. More chaos. Good. I want more of that past 30 seconds. I swear, like, you being chaotic is probably still not chaotic. It would probably still be pretty consistent, clean gameplay. Good. I mean, I said that before. That's another thing we just don't have. We don't have shots on net. We don't rip shots on net. Like, just take a shot, force a player to dive, steal some boost, and now get your space to control. Good. Nice try. And I actually think a lot of the reason your mechs break down, it's because we're doing it very slow. I think if we, like, play a bit faster, mechanics might not break down as much. Good save. Yeah, it's funny. Like, the play we, like, this whole sequence, like, what leads into the goal, it's because we fake, right? It's the fake heavy. It's like, you are positionally committed to attack that ball. Okay, we fake. Well, then challenge right here. Okay, we fake. Right? So then, and teammate, look at teammate. Teammate's probably like, dude, just go. Just go. Right? Okay. We get back. This is good. This is all, unfortunately, we missed the boost. So this is a good save from us. In a second. This was a good save. And then we fake this. You probably could have beat this player if you just dove. Low key. Okay, we faked that. And then it just creates awkwardness, right? So that's just kind of like the culmination of everything. We're just a little heavy-handed, like overly concentrated with control with fake heavy playstyle. Solid base to build on. And I hope you do submit a replay next week.